In an effort to eradicate gender-based violence, PCI Media Communications Specialist Dr. Bennet Charles has advocated for increased male participation in the discussion. Charles spoke to our team on the margins of Monday, December 6th, the debut of the Donation Foundation's branded bus.
We hear a lot about the fact that with gender-based violence that the men are kept out, but I think it's very important that men themselves accept the responsibility in being part of the solution. Women are marginally the ones being affected by gender-based violence. Men are too. We are predominantly the problem, but we should also be a big part of the solution. And I do hope that when we redesign new programs, and now you have the task force, that the programs focus on the involvement of men in solving the problem, and men who are also survivors of gender-based violence.
Charles applauded the Donation Foundation for embracing PCI's Play Your Part theme. Through this mobile approach, they can raise greater awareness to one of society's long-standing issue.
The Play Your Part campaign was part of the Spotlight Initiative, a larger Caribbean campaign funded by the European Union and initially launched in St. Lucia, just funded by the European Union, implemented by UNICEF, and the campaign itself was designed by PCI Media. The relationship with donation and getting them to actually embrace the campaign now with a project funded by the Canadian government and CFLI speaks volume to not reinventing the wheel, but being able to utilize what we already have, the resources that we have available, and how we use those resources to continue dealing with the issue of gender-based violence.
Furthermore, he encouraged NGOs to work as a collective rather than acting individually, as there are strengths in numbers. It is not the first NGO PCI has worked with, and he is hoping for more collaborations in the future.
I think too often people try to do things in silos, and when I speak about relationships, you do have the whole issue of the gender issue and dealing with ending violence against women and children is spearheaded by the Department of Gender Relations. And I really think that we need to have NGOs collaborate with the gender department, with other NGOs, because at the end of the day, we cannot continue to operate in silos. It's a relationship where you bring all resources together.
Hashtag Play Your Part is a global Spotlight Initiative campaign aimed at changing social norms and attitudes in the Caribbean, promoting healthy family dynamics, and breaking intergenerational violence cycles and regional and country-level activations. For Choice News Now, I am Chelsea Austinay.